like we were casting prepubescent.
I guess so. Back when I would have been casting Warcraft 2 if I was a caster or something like that. So game number 2, 2-player map. No mystery about where the players are spawning. We'll see what these guys have in mind.
All right, so we've talked about this at that last game. Maybe SOS just testing the waters a little bit, seeing how Innovation would react in that straight-up PvT style. Now, will he this time around switch it up, go for one of these special builds he's talked about having, and maybe play a little bit more surprising, play a little bit more like the kind of style we're used to seeing from him with the tricks, the mind games?
Yeah, well, last game, I mean, it was a little bit more unique as far as Protoss versus Terran goes, but what kind of surprised me is that he seemed to be kind of going for certain timings, but he was never quite comfortable enough to leave his base. That's really what it was, because it kind of looked like Charge Lot Archon at first, but then he started adding on the Colossi later, and he's like, well, I'm about to move out. He's like, oh, well, I just don't feel safe enough. Let me add this, and then I'll feel safe. And so I feel like a little bit of uncertainty from SOS, you know, in terms of when he was going to move out that game. And I think he just kind of left Innovation alone for a little bit too long, despite doing a great job defending against the drops. This looks like...
Yes.
This is more like what we're used to from SOS. Now, Innovations is going to scout this right away with the Reaper. Not going to scout necessarily the proxy, but he's going to see that there's one less pylon than there should be in the main. So we'll see how much Innovation is kind of fooled by this.
So what do you think this is, a proxy Stargate?
Generally, yeah, you don't often proxy a whole lot else other than possibly a Twilight Council and Dark Shrine. That's a possibility, but it is a Stargate, you're right. More common than really anything else at the moment, so I've got a feeling we're going to see a pretty quick Oracle come out of SOS.
Well, that's a lot of fun. These early Oracle plays, always interesting to watch.
Always terrifying to play against. Any Terran on the ladder knows, man. You're just like crossing fingers like, please not Oracles, please not Oracles.
Well, here we go. The Reaper about to notice something odd in SOS's base.
Yeah, you really want to look for that third pylon, and he's going to notice that there's not even a second here at this point. So, as you can see, he might look around for it a little bit. Didn't check the rest of the base. I think he's heading out right now to do some scouting. Yeah, didn't even bother checking the rest of the base, immediately going to that very common proxy location, but there's already an Oracle on the way, and with the Reaper opening, it means that Innovation is not going to have as much anti-air as he would normally have.
Now, he does have that reactor barracks. Okay, he sees it. He does have that reactor barracks. He's going to be able to pump out those Marines now.
Yeah.
So only making one Reaper may have really saved him in this game.
I think so, too. And I mean, in TVP right now, you generally don't make more than one Reaper unless you're EG alive. But it was a good idea in this case. He's going to have a few more Marines. But will it be enough in time?
And there he goes. One Marine down, two Marines down, three, and nearly four. That bunker almost completed, but there's the Marines already dead. And this Oracle starting to pick off those SCVs.
The nice thing is that he ran him completely out of energy almost by having him go after the Marines. So only killing, I think, maybe 4 SCVs before having to run out of energy. So a little bit of a break there for Innovation. Much rather lose those Marines than a bunch of SCVs.
And here's an Oracle coming out as well. The second one already down on the map.
He's waiting for the Widowmine. He's waiting for it to pop out. There it is. Can he target it down in time? 2 Marines popping out at the same time.
No! The Widowmine! He couldn't get it. He couldn't quite make it.
Yeah, and that's the end of that. With a Widowmine there, I think SOS is going to feel very unsafe. He's already losing that pylon. Looks like the Stalker's going to sustain it for just a little bit longer, but as you can see, no more stuff coming out of that Stargate right now. Innovation has defended against it successfully, having a few less Marines to show for it, but ended up working out okay. Still going to be a little bit careful, but I really feel with Widowmines he's going to be much more comfortable.
All right, Innovation moving out into the front. Stalkers showing up as well now. SOS deciding to push this attack a little harder. Widowmine missile will destroy one. And there goes some more Stalkers right there. Has SOS overcommitted. He will kill the Marines, but he doesn't have much left to press the assault.
It's still very dangerous. Look at Pylon being put up as well. He wants to really make this gateway pressure hardcore. Can he kill the SCV before the bunker finishes, though?
And yes, he can. However, more SCVs going to be
he
there
got the
against the Widowmine that time. There's still one more waiting behind that bunker. The bunker gets canceled.
Yeah, this is the follow-up to that proxy Oracle, too. You can put a lot of gateway pressure in, exploit the lack of Marines that Terran players will have. He's going to let that Zealot take that Widowmine shot, too.
Yeah, killing a Stalker right there, and there we go. Zealot takes the Widowmine at the top of the ramp. SCVs have been pulled, and they're trying to choke it up, but SOS dealing a lot of damage to Innovation.
I bet he's wishing those Oracles had a little bit more energy right now, but he may have enough gateway units, already killing 14 workers, and it's going to go higher.
And here we go. Supply depot's also going to go down right here. Yeah. Innovation is supply capped, as our observer is showing us. Yeah, 2 bunkers did get up, however, so.
That's right. Yeah, he's going to be a little bit safer now, but he's going to have a really hard time getting any use out of that natural expansion, and he's actually going to take a lot of damage on that command center, too.
And there we go. Stalkers firing away, and finally going to be able to take out that Widowmine. Uses the Revelation.
Exactly. Yeah, that's so big, and that may actually be very devastating for Innovation. The Stalkers are moving into the base.
And here we go. He's trying to focus down the rest of these Widowmines using his Oracle as a detector, and now he's getting the SCVs. He's focusing them down.
Got the Viking.
He did get the Viking. He's moving back, but he's still ignoring those bunkers. He's just trying to get clear of 8
this
Marines.
Is dangerous.
However, still up, and the medevac healing. I think these Stalkers probably going to go down. He gets a few more SCVs for his trouble, though, and doesn't quite get the Widowmine.
Yeah, all right, so SOS ahead right now, more or less, but one thing you have to keep in mind is he doesn't have a second base. He really wanted to win right here because Innovation, he has 2 command centers. SOS needs more damage than this.
Well, here we go. He's going to get a few more Marines, but that's not exactly the damage he wants. Oracle goes down, and the last Stalker will fall here, trying to run away from those Widowmines. Yeah. 17 SCVs killed, 35 to 22 right now in the alive worker count. That Stalker
just did not want to die. He was like, no, not yet. Like, not like this. But it's okay. 3 Widowmines out for Innovation right now. That's a little bit scary for SOS. Here's the thing, is that yes, SOS has a tiny supply lead. He's got a worker lead, but those 2 command centers for Innovation are going to make a big difference.
And finally, he gets the Oracle hits he wants, just absolutely massacring.
Look at the kills on that Oracle.
21. Executor Oracle.
Oh, and Recruit Widowmine says that's enough of that.
Officer down.
Yep. Executor down.
Now we have a little bit of Widowmine pressure here in the main base.
Yep, exactly. And I mean, the Widowmines, they do kill probes in 1 hit, so this could be potentially fairly devastating for SOS. He needs to deal with this Innovation managing to hold things off and more drops coming in. I don't think the damage was high enough for SOS.
And look at that. He just pulled his probes right as that cooldown came up. Gonna allow that 1 missile hit. Great timing from SOS, and he's going to chase this, or attempt to chase this drop down with his Stalkers, but
he has no vision, man, and I mean, that's what's going to make it even scarier is he can't get rid of these Widowmines right now. Second Widowmine going to the natural. SOS looking to nearly lose all of his mining. He's not going to be able to be there. Oh, that's close.
But there is an Oracle that does have detection on it, so he will finally be able to get this, keeping that proxy Stargate alive,
that
proving
pylon,
so important.
That pylon's powering a lot of stuff.
Oh, and will he get it? It's so close, and it depowers 2 warp gates and the cyber core.
Yeah. Wow. Innovation really coming back and doing a lot with this. I mean, again, SOS just not doing quite enough. And I feel like when he moved in with all those Stalkers back at Innovation's main, he was a little bit too overbold. And because of that, Innovation able to secure his natural expansion now, and SOS on the ropes. And this has got to be so frustrating for SOS as well. If you can't win with something like that, what do you do?
And look at this, too. Innovation clearing out all these pylons. He's significantly supply capped SOS at this point. So a little bit of a lull before SOS can actually use the resources he's been banking right now.
Now, the game is far from over, but if this ends up being a loss for SOS, it'll be quite demoralizing. That's kind of the big issue, and he's going to try to come in with the Oracle, and does he actually dodge? He dodges the Widowmine for now, but zoned out by the Marines.
Yeah, we'll just pull that back, not taking any risks right there. And here we go. Stalkers coming in, but they get hit by the tank fire.
Yeah.
So Innovation dedicated to just slowly moving out, playing a defensive drop game for the moment, getting his economy rolling and back up to speed after all those SCV losses he suffered.
Yeah, exactly. This game has gotten a little bit wild. Looks like Innovation. He's going to go ahead and clear out that starport. Doesn't want any more oracles out on the map. And so from here on out, we're going to see these players try to transition into a bit of a normal game, but Innovation just looking a little bit better. He's actually making tanks as well. He's going for that. He's going for sort of a tank bio composition, and with a Protoss that's going to be a little bit tech starved, that's a situation where you can roll up with your tanks, create a very, very strong contain, and possibly even push it for the win. And yeah, he's going to move out right now. I think this is a great time to hit SOS with the current game situation. We'll see if Innovation's push works.
All right, that Oracle in the center of the map, will it catch him out? It doesn't look like you saw the army of Innovation moving across the map. Now, it did cast Revelation on one of the medevacs and the Marines, so we will know that drop is coming. You can see he sees right now the medevac moving up there past the 1 o'clock position.
That probe just barely scraped a little bit of vision there as well, so I think SOS, he should know this is coming. Can he get up a defense in time? He really does not have much of an army right now. The Dark Shrine on the way, but it's not going to be done in time if Innovation just rolls right in.
And here we go. He doesn't have much, just a few zealots and a sentry. In the meantime, Innovation just going to focus down the Nexus at the natural, taking it down quite easily in a barrage of tank fire. Sees that Dark Shrine, will take it out before it can complete. Not even a cancel. The Forge behind it falling immediately after.
There's just no way that SOS can stop this push. And I mean, you got to give a lot of credit to Innovation. Where'd that tank go? Well, there he is right underneath the ledge. But knowing exactly what to go for, knowing when to push, those Zealots are not going to make it down the ramp anytime soon.
And the Marines and Marauders moving up, those that can after that force field. Tanks leapfrogging their way forward. And this looks like it's going to be if the warp gate's going down one after another. Charge finished on the Zealots, but it's just not going to be enough.
Yeah, the Marines all bunched up on the ramp. There's the GG, and Innovation takes a 2-game lead. SOS, man, he's going to be a little bit frustrated after that one, but again, still plenty of breathing room. It's still a best of 7. If he stays calm, he can come back and win some games. But Innovation, I think, feeling pretty confident. He feels like this is his finals. He feels like he got robbed last week. This is his chance at redemption.
He was in this situation last week, though, against SOS's teammates.
So you're totally right,
I'm sure he felt very confident after Game 3 last week, too, before Soulkey took him out 4 games in a row to take the best of 7.
If SOS goes down 3 games, man, Soulkey's just going to come in the booth and be like, don't worry, man. I was in this situation. It's okay.
Yeah, it was totally fine.
Yeah.
I ended up winning.
Yeah, it's like no big deal.
But Innovation knows that this time. I don't think he's going to let that victory slip through his fingers again.
We've been trying to figure out which pro gamers look like which Muppets from Sesame Street. And so far, I feel like Innovation really wins the Bert Award.
The Bert Award, right.
He's the Bert of Korean pro gamers. So there you go, guys. I think we're going to take a quick break before we go into Game 3 in just a few minutes here, but do not go anywhere. This finals has been cool already. It's going to continue to get cooler.
It will indeed. And remember, don't turn off the station. Don't turn off the stream. Because those of you who did it last time in the finals will regret it. We'll see you in a few.